Before we start this video, I have to make something very clear. Myself and this channel support the Black Lives Matter movement. The recent events that have been happening in this country, specifically the unnecessary and brutal deaths of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and countless other Black people who've been dying at the hands of police brutality, has shown us that we have to do better. I have to do better. And so I am making it very clear that I stand with Black Lives Matter. Because until Black Lives Matter, it is impossible for all lives to matter. If this is something that you have strong opinions against, you are more than welcome to not watch my channel. That is your right. But this channel does not accept intolerance and ignorance and racism. If, however, you do support Black Lives Matter or would like to learn more and truly understand the issues that are plaguing our country and the rest of the world, I am leaving resources down in the description below, and I am also happy to discuss with you in the comments. Because if this moment in history has taught me anything, it is that hard discussions have to be had, and those discussions have not been had. And if we don't have them now, then we won't ever have them. I understand that as a white woman, it is not my place to speak on behalf of the Black community, but in support of. As an ally, it is my job and duty to help fight against these racial injustices. Should this video make any revenue, all of the money will go directly to different organizations that support Black Lives Matter. Thank you, and let's continue on to the video. Hello my fellow explorers, and welcome back to the same setup as last time. I've been having some technical difficulties with the TV and the sound system in my living room where I had planned to make this video, which I'm hoping to get resolved soon, but for today we're back in here. Today I am unintentionally continuing the theme of last week's episode of watching a Jane Austen film adaptation. I did not mean for it to happen, but here we are. So today I'm going to be reacting to the 2020 adaptation of Emma. Obviously this movie came out very recently, and I have actually already seen it. I actually saw the movie the first week that it had its wide release in the theaters before all the movie theaters shut down like 2 weeks later. So I was actually lucky enough to see this in theaters, experience it in its full glory, and it was amazing. I loved it. I could not stop raving about it. This is definitely, of all the adaptations of Emma, this is definitely my favorite. It goes this one, probably the miniseries from like 2009, and then I guess the Gwyneth Paltrow one. I haven't seen. I think there's a Kate Beckinsale one that I haven't seen. It's been about 3 months since I've seen it, so I figure this is as good a time as any to watch it. I've got headphones today. I know I probably look a little weird, and I might talk louder than I mean to because it's so hard. Like, I can't always hear myself on here, but it's gonna be a good time. So today we are going to watch the 2020 adaptation of Emma. It's not a Stephanie Best reaction if I don't have food with me. So today we've got buffalo chicken dip from Trader Joe's and chips. 2 seconds in and this show is already such a mood. What young woman gets up at dawn just to go smell flowers? I would give anything for that greenhouse. Like, I buy so many indoor plants now because I'm so desperate for something living to be with me. I like that it has a period at the end. I don't know why, but I think it's cute.
How am I to bear it when you are gone? I'm going only half a mile, Emma.
I would live if my friends lived half a mile away. Also, the costumes in this are fire. Her hat, it's like a
3 times as low.
It's like a subtle plaid with flumes on the top of it.
Isabella.
This opening music sounds like the beginning of a wholesome Christmas movie.
Miss Woodhouse. Morning. This is not the most
I can't.
happy trembling.
Church is too dang quiet for this. You know that I watch so much British TV when pretty much every actor in this I can associate with another TV show. Mr. Elton, The Crown, Miranda, Call the Midwife, and I mean Miranda's iconic in her own right.
Of man's great innocence, Innocence.
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 And Mr. What's-His-Face was in Sherlock. So, like, really. The whole cast, except Mr. Knightley. I did not know him before, but I do now. There's a butt. I lost my mind when I saw that, because I don't think I've ever seen a butt in a Jane Austen period piece before. Like, I love that we're moving with the times. God. Him in his yellow coat with his blonde hair. The fact that one man lives in this giant house is wild to me. Also, the younger footman is the stepson in Fleabag. Another show I'd love to review, but I don't know if it really goes to my theme. But that show is one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life.
You've no idea what it is to have tempers to manage.
I shall remember that next time you quarrel with me.
Mood. Another half butt. That must suck if you're just perpetually cold all the time.
There, distinctly. Do you feel it? A chill draft. A chill and sickly draft.
She's a natural child.
The biggest shock about all the characters, to me, was the fact that Mia Goth, who plays Harriet, was married to Shia LaBeouf. Like, never would have thought that. Never saw that coming. Not mad about it, but I was just like...
There can be no doubt of your being a gentleman.
And apparently they've been rekindling.
You must support your claim to that station by every...
Apparently they were married and they broke up, and then they've been like, maybe back together. Who knows? Still doesn't mean I wasn't shooketh. She eats like me. Loudly.
It is my great honor.
Gross.
Mr. Elton is such a good-humoured man.
No. I know it's been said, but we can't watch this movie without talking about the creepy Handmaid's Tale level mood that the girls in the boarding school have. It's impossible. And I need answers as to why. I wish I could pull off yellow like Emma. But me and my brown hair, can't do it. How does Harriet walk/run like that? It's this fascinating movement.
Is he like what you expected? What do you think of him?
She didn't talk to him.
Mrs. Martin thinks you the most handsome woman in all of Highbury.
You must never flatter me in front of Mr. Knightley, Harriet.
I love Knightley. Favorite character of the whole movie.
He called you loveliness itself.
I am Knightley! Again. You can't see that and not think Handmaid's Tale. Emma, that collar is horrible. Horrible!
But the attractions you have added are infinitely superior to what she received from nature.
Mr. Woodhouse.
You've made her
Too tall. You made her too tall.
No. Allow me. Trust me. With this commission, Miss Woodhouse.
He is in love with you.
Intimacy between Emma and Harriet Smith, but I think it...
How did I not notice Knightley's black and white plaid
and looks upon Emma
insert
as everything.
vest?
Her
I don't know, but I'm
ignorance
here
is
for
hourly
it.
flattery. I should like to see Emma in love, and in some doubt of a return. It would do her good.
Yeah, in love with you! I love a good, like, true folk song. There's a lot of songs that fit in the folk category, but, like, this is, like, country folk. Love it. I don't really like country music, like, standard country music, but, like, country folk, where you're, like, all sitting around a bonfire together. Like, Stan.
Then she is a greater simpleton than I ever believed her. Harriet Smith.
The maid's yeet out. You almost can't even see Mr. Woodhouse. All you see is his little head.
He knows that he's a very handsome young man and a great favourite wherever he goes.
I am deeply concerned by the beauty standards of the time. If that man is like the ideal attractiveness, we have Knightley over here, but according to Society, Elton is the hot one. This shit don't add up. No one with that smile. No. No. Stop.
That was unendurable.
Husband, comport yourself.
Husband.
Let us be friends.
Yes. Making amends.
What is the matter? Is there fever?
Send for Perry.
Send for Perry. Now kiss. Here they come. Here come the handmaids. Okay. Again, the hats, the outfit, with the blue, with the feather.
Get back in bed at once.
She's still in bed.
I dare say we shall have snow tonight.
Oh, God.
Snow. Tonight.
When did it commence?
It was snowing when your mother died.
I know.
Well, what is to be done? Emma!
This is tragic.
I'll ride with you then.
Evidently, I may not survive.
I am ready to die if you refuse me.
Men are so dramatic.
You,
Driver, stop the carriage.
Mr. Elton, please.
Driver, stop the carriage!
I definitely know this song, but I don't know the name of it.
He sought to aggrandize and enrich himself.
Yes.
She's like, I have no idea what that means.
I do not blame you, Miss Woodhouse.
Oh, you should.
Why are you so pale? Where is the baby? Where is the baby? Where is the baby?
And people wonder why I'm hesitant to have kids.
She caught a bad cold. Poor thing.
I've never
So
seen a
nowadays,
resting
the
bitch
7th
face
November, she has not
so
been
strong
well
in all my life.
since. Miss Woodhouse has invited us to Hartfield.
Nobody in the world plays like you.
Yep. This is all kinds of awkward.
You would do better going by Mr. Cole's stables. The ground is higher there.
We stan.
He's in Highbury only 2 weeks.
And yet he spent a whole day going to London just to get his hair cut. 16 miles, twice over.
Wow.
It's a trifling
16 miles. So far. Times have really changed, guys.
Leave a kiss within the cup, and I'll not ask for why.
Now him, I would pay to get an album from him. I'd love for him to make an EP on Spotify. Something. Voice of an angel. They're all like, bitch what? Bitch who? And then everyone has to adjust their normal seats.
For in thy sight shall no man.
Mrs. Elton's hairdo is kind of iconic.
I observed how very like the staircase is, placed in exactly the same part of the house. I assure you, Miss Woodhouse, it is very delightful to me. We have been calling at Randall's. What pleasant people the Westerners
Rude.
seem to be. And who
Don't
should
talk
call in
loudly
while we
to
were there?
a slightly older
Nightly.
person. Oh god, not again. Wearing the same fucking outfit.
The ball is in Frank's honour, but it's in my design. I shall ask her.
It's like, I shall ask her. Let me, why not? Oh god. We don't need that angel music as he walks towards Harriet. No. Just cracks me up that this was like the fad back in the day. Like even just watching the men do it is so funny. Yes!
She does you credit, Emma, as you do her.
We stand them.
With whom will you dance?
With you,
If you'll ask me.
if you will ask me. We are not really so much brother and sisters to make it improper.
No, indeed.
Also, someone explained to me why dancing with your brother would be deemed inappropriate. I'm not embarrassed. It's so good. And then he's off. This man really runs all the way home. I can't believe it used to be socially acceptable as like a large group party with your parents and grandparents for the kids to stay out all night. No, that doesn't happen. I love Knightley so much. Girl sounds like she's giving birth.
What is your purpose here?
None of your business! None of your business!
Do not go! Mr. Churchill. Please. Stay.
Knightley laying down on the ground like that is me after any time I exercise.
I cannot name a day until I have spoken to some others whom I would wish to form the party.
Oh, leave that to me. It is my party. I will invite your guests.
That's not how this shit works.
Bring Elton. There is but one married woman in all the world whom I can ever allow to invite what guests she pleases to Donwell, Mrs. Knightley. Until she is in being, I will manage such matters myself.
Mic drop. That was the most seductive look I've ever seen in my life.
Our companions are excessively stupid.
I hate this bitch.
She demands either one thing very clever, or two things moderately clever, or three things very dull indeed.
Oh god, I don't know if I can listen to this.
Three things
I
very
don't
dull
want to
indeed.
listen to this.
That will do just for me. I shall be sure to say three dull things as soon as I open my mouth.
Ah, Mum, but there is the difficulty.
When have you ever stopped at 3?
I can't watch, it's so uncomfortable.
I shall
And you
try
can
to
just
hold
see
my
in Knightley's
tongue.
eyes, his heart breaks a little bit. That seems like the most uncomfortable spot to like wallow in. I would also be afraid of knocking that bus onto the floor.
But you are always kind, Miss Woodhouse.
Maybe we could just not let her get off the hook this one time?
Are you speaking of Mr. Knightley?
Of course.
She's like, ah, shit.
I thought you knew.
That was my man. We stand this scene. His little hop over the fence.
He is a disgrace to the name of man. And is he to be rewarded with that? I must tell you, Emma, what you will not ask, though I may wish it unsaid the next
Then
moment.
do not speak it.
He's like, God damn it, woman.
I will hear whatever you like.
As a friend, Emma, that, I fear, is a word. Tell me, Emma, have I no chance of ever succeeding? My dearest Emma, for dearest you will always be, my dearest, most beloved Emma, tell me at once. I cannot make speeches. If I loved you less, then I might be able to talk about it more. Will you marry me?
Oh.
Emma.
This was the most iconic thing that could have ever happened. A nosebleed? Whoever thought of that was genius. Like, so many versions of Emma's
Why not?
follow like the dramatic, normal, romantic period drama, but this one stays true to its comedy roots, and this scene is a prime example of that. It's so funny and so genius. reaches for her and she walks away. I am Knightley. Just like, yeah!
I have caused you great suffering.
He's like, go on.
I have also...
We're back to the folk music.
I have had a letter from my father. Now that I have come of age, he has revealed himself.
What kind of shitty father waits till someone's of age to tell them, hey, by the way, I'm your father? She is so cute and deserves to be protected at all costs. Trying to kiss with those two hats on, literally the only thing I thought of when I first watched this scene. Like, how does that work? Like, he has to take his off and I would like need to tip hers back. Like, okay. Cutest scene of the whole movie coming up. You guys, the subtle looks between them. It's like...
Do you feel a draft, Mr. Knightley?
About the knees? I cannot say that I do, sir.
He's like, oh wait, what? Huh?
Yes, a chill draft.
Chill. The screen.
The
Bartholomew, Charles, make haste.
Bartholomew, make haste.
No, not that. This one.
The bigger one, you dumbasses.
You would quit the Abbey. Sacrifice your independence.
Yeah.
God, I would marry that man in 2 seconds. It's so cute. And his smile. And then they make out. And then they keep making out. And his eyes are still closed. You're not supposed to turn around till she gets to you. Dude. And there's the handmaids all at the wedding. Aww. That's gonna be my dad. That's if I ever get married. Single Pringle over here. I love them so much.
And this woman, an honourable estate.
Yes, I love her
Instituted
sister.
by God.
She's like... You know, after the last 2 movies, Jane Austen must have really had some beef with some clergy. Because first Mr. Collins and then Mr. Elton, like, they're both garbage. Like, their character... Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm gonna... It's dark now. The clergyman in both of them was interested in the main character and then had to marry them off to another man and be a little bit salty about it. Either way, Jane Austen clearly had some beef with a clergyman in her life to, like, give them this particular role in many of her stories. Anyway, always a good time. Fix the lights, but I don't think I have them back on for much longer before the batteries die again. So... the movie is just so good. And so many of the adaptations of Jane Austen books focus very much on the drama and the romance of it, but they don't lean enough into the comedy when they're meant to be comedies. And I think that's what I love so much about this version, is that, yes, it's a period drama, but it is so very much a comedy and it sticks with its roots. You know, in every other... I've never seen a version where the proposal is funny. Throughout the whole movie, it stays consistent and it stays funny. The acting in this is incredible. I think I read somewhere that this is the first time a female has directed a Jane Austen adaptation, which is insane. I rented this on Fandango now, so I have 48 hours to watch it, so I will probably watch it at least once more, and then probably go back into my deep hole of fan fiction, like I tend to do. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of the movie, where you think it ranked in terms of other Emma adaptations or other Jane Austen adaptations. If you've not seen my other reactions, you can watch them up in the playlist by clicking the little button that's up above. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but because my posting schedule is never consistent, make sure to hit that bell button down at the bottom to get notifications for when I post new videos. As much as I try to stay on a consistent schedule, it doesn't happen. almost ever. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Happy exploring!